How you guys doing?
Great.
Well set?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, good. Good to see you guys all today. Thanks for coming by. Good day's work out there. Finally got some shoulder pads on and started to play some football. Was real pleased with the energy of practice today, and excited just to keep working towards the end of the week and Friday with Fan Fest. You get some people out here. By then we'll have a couple days of popping the pads a little bit, so I think it'll be a good deal. But real pleased with the work ethic of the kids and the competition out there today. So with that,
Take your questions, Mark.
Yeah, you mentioned Monday you just want to see him get better every day. You seen that first 3 days?
yeah, I have. I really have. There's always going to be some walls at different position groups, different personalities that are getting caught, mentally and physically, and maybe not ramping it up as quick as we want. But as a whole, real pleased with improving daily.
Trevor?
Obviously, one of the bigger stories is John Kinder moving to wide receiver. Can you talk about how that unfolded and what you've seen him do?
I sure can. John Kinder, I just love him to death. Came to me, wants to play, wants an opportunity. Felt that if we give an opportunity early at the wide receiver position, he can learn it, get a feel for it, understand the techniques. Thought it was really mature of John. Tough deal for John because he's been a quarterback his whole life, and I think it's always easy to move him back if we had something that we had to do, but it's hard to try to get a kid up to speed if he doesn't get the reps and the meeting room as much as on the field. So I was real proud of John and his maturity trying to help this team and be unselfish, be a selfless player.
Dan?
Coach, bringing on somebody like Troy Green, just go into how that happened and Kinder coming off, but now you have another quarterback that's going to vie for that.
Yeah, I think the big thing, it's great to have Troy Green in the program. He contacted us, UCF contacted us, and I was excited about it. Obviously, the legacy of the Green family. Now we got another Green in the program. Obviously, Tim's dad was a great player here, very talented young man with Troy. He's going to do a number of things for us. He's going to add depth. More than anything, it's just great to have him in the program. I think you guys know I'm real big on family orientation. And you look at Mackie McPherson, Coach Mac's grandson. You look at Chuck Bola, Coach's son, Pat Pearl's Coach's son, family oriented. The Nassib cousins playing on our team. I think anytime you have sex on the family where you have groups of individuals that have grown up together for a long time, it helps in that atmosphere. So I feel the same way. I think the world of all those kids I just mentioned, as well as obviously Troy being in the program. So it's great to have another Green in the program.
I know we're just in shoulder pads and helmets, but quarterback question. What's maybe one or two areas that might have more weight when you go to these guys?
Well, I think it's command, it's control, it's ability to run the offense with a sense of urgency and a sense of command. I think that's as important as anything. As everybody knows, when a guy can make this throw and a guy can make that throw, but those kids are doing a good job. Terrell had a good day today. He really did. Also saw Drew make some throws today. Made a deep ball throw. He might have been sacked, but threw the damn thing about 70 yards in the air. So I was pleased to see that. Charlie had a pretty good day yesterday. Thought his tempo was better. So we got a good battle going on, and it's daily, But I think I really like the command aspect of it.
If I can just quick follow that up real quick. From what we saw the last 3 days, Drew was mostly running with the twos from what
They're
we
all
saw.
over the place. Try not to figure that out right now. It's ones and twos and threes are all mixed together. We had Mitch Kimball get some snaps with the ones yesterday. Austin Wilson. By the way, I like Kimball and Wilson. We got two good quarterbacks for down the road. I like those two kids.
Eric?
Now seeing Drew live, what's similar or different that you've noticed from what you had seen on film or having talked to past coaches?
Kind of what I thought we signed up for. He's got good ability, got quick feet, got a good delivery, got a big arm. You know what I mean? Right now, just trying to get him to the point where it's all reactionary football as opposed to thinking too much, which is difficult to do. 4 years in a program, calling the same cadence, same terminology, then bam, jumping in here. So it's a great challenge for Drew. But been pleased with Drew, and like I said, Terrell had a good day today.
Mike.
Coach, back on signing day, you mentioned that you wanted to bulk up your linebacker numbers, and you've added a bunch in the last class. What have you seen from them so far in the first 3 days of practice?
I'll be quite honest with you. I've spent more time. We split the fields, and we're basically getting 2 practices in one. And I've been really hanging down on that first field a little bit, and I haven't done a great job evaluating some of the young talent in the program right now. Haven't had pads on. I don't like to look at linebackers until we get pads on, to be quite honest with you. I like the effort and the attitude of the kids out.
Trevor.
What have you seen out of your secondary so far?
I've seen some good things. We got some guys that can break on the ball and can grab grass out there. Eskridge, Richie Desir's got a couple picks. I've seen some good things. Looking forward to amping it up a little bit with these pads, getting all the pads on so I can see who's striking as well. But I like that group. I think it could be an above-average group.
Mark.
To follow up on Kinder, I seem to remember, I don't know when it was, a year or 2 ago, that he was going to be involved in some other plays, and Coach Marone asked us not to shoot it. So I guess there was some thought that he could be a receiver or a playmaker before, and how realistic is it that he could see some time at wide receiver?
I think it's too early to really say much about where he is now, and he's got a good fight in front of him. But I know John will fight the good fight. I'll be honest with you, Mark. I'm not familiar with a couple years ago. I was so blinded by trying to get the defense right. I don't know what they were doing on that side.
We have time for a few more, Nate.
Health update, anything?
No, for the most part, staying healthy.
Mark.
Can you just talk more about Fan Fest, because we won't talk until after that. What kind of show you want to put out to the fans, or show them what they got to look for?
Yeah, I want to have a good, clean practice, and hopefully it was better at the end of Friday than Thursday's practice. If we just do that, I feel good about it, winning an inch at a time. But I am excited. I hope, hope some people can come out and, watch the boys run around and kind of get that itch and get that football, in their blood and get fired up to make that dome blasted. I'm just, everybody's been so great in the community, and I really appreciate them. I really do. To me, to our family, to the new coaches, the outreach has been just unbelievable. So, I hope we can give something back to them, and starting off with Friday, having a good Fan Fest day with the fans coming out and having a good time. Hopefully the weather's great, and we'll have a great day for a couple hours together.
Final question.
Scott, I know this is a little off topic, and I apologize for that, but a lot of coaches, Randy Edsel and Charlie Strong, weighed in on it, and it's kind of the topic of the day. The future of the NCAA and players financially. Do you have any thoughts on it? I mean, do they deserve something to be compensated? Or?
Yeah, well, it's out of my control. I try to just focus on the things I can control. Try to practice what I preach to the kids. Some of those things, maybe when maybe someday when I'm respected enough as a head coach, I can weigh in on those things a little bit better. I don't feel like I can even make a comment on that. I think the NCAA, college football is a great game. I think there's always going to be issues with how much, how little, all that, back and forth. But I don't feel comfortable or have a big opinion on that right now. Nor do I think I deserve to something.
Thanks, Coach, very much. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Appreciate it.